So if you guys want to get started in real estate, today I got the easiest and the best strategy for you to get started in 2024. Now, most people that want to get started into real estate, number one, they want to be able to do it as like a side hustle. They want to be able to go to their job when they get off. They want to be able to come home, do something productive, and that can be high value, something that can make them an additional $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You can do that with this strategy. They want to be able to not have to get their hands dirty, or bend or hurt their back. It's something that they can do consistently for years. And if they would like to do it full time, then you can do that with this strategy. And then lastly, a lot of people are looking at real estate because they see it as a way that can be like a retirement stream of income, something that is not necessarily, like new and trending, but something that will continuously provide them income over and over and over again. And with this strategy, you can do that. Today, I want to talk about 5 or 6 different reasons of why wholesaling real estate is the best way to get started inside of real estate investing. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Tawan Belcher. This is me taking action right here on YouTube. Go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and the most important, go ahead and hit the website so you guys can join our weekly newsletter. Every week I send out an email giving you instructions, sharing testimonials, or even encouraging you with a HUD, showing you that you can do this business. And I'll literally show you how you can dominate your local market in real estate investing, no matter if you want to buy and hold property, if you want to fix and flip, if you want to make quick short-term profits, or if you want to hold them long-term. Okay. Now, in today's video, I want to go over, in my opinion, one of the best ways to get started in real estate. Now, in general, there's so many ways that people get into real estate investing. Okay, some people might go into get their license, so they'll join some kind of community college and do the 6 to 8 week class and get their license to become a realtor. And that helps them get their foot in the door, helping other people buy and sell real estate. Other people will become like an appraiser or an inspector, and that'll help them learn the values part of the business, or learn what they should be looking for, when it comes to property being fixed up or not. Or other people even go about it in a different way. They might be a mortgage broker or work in a bank, and that kind of leads them into real estate. But today I want to show you how to cut out the fat, because honestly, in wholesaling, you will learn all of those things on your own and quicker with wholesaling real estate. And the reason is because with wholesaling, you're going direct to seller. You're doing all of the marketing. Okay, so you're going to be able to collect data from that nobody's getting before it ever hits the news. You're going to be doing all of the negotiations, which means that you're going to be determining how the market performs in the future. And then you're going to be going direct to buyer. So you're going to know exactly where people are getting their money from, who the relationships are, who they're working with, who the contracts are that are doing their work for them, and then also what they're selling those properties for later on after you sell those properties. So wholesaling is one of the most intricate and most important parts about real estate investing, and I honestly think everybody should start there. And reason number 1 is because there's low barrier to entry. Literally today, if you wanted to get off of this video right now, you can start wholesaling real estate. All it takes is for you to start reaching out to homeowners that own that own houses. Okay, you can simply drive in your car, stop at the next door neighbor's house, and put it into your deal machine and get the owner's name. Click into deal machine and get the phone number. Next thing you know, you're texting them, "Would you like to sell?" Once they say yes, great news. You can make them an offer. Well, because it is low barrier to entry, you will have a lot of new people that might seem like competition in the beginning when you're just getting started. But as you get really good at marketing, negotiating, locking deals up and selling them, you'll get better than the competition and outperform other people. Really, when you look at like the full grand scheme of things, there are 20% of the market of real estate investors, wholesalers that are doing 80% of the business inside of your market. And that's just what it is, because we're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the money, and willing to put in the work to actually get better at wholesaling. Number two, wholesaling allows you a chance to learn the real estate market without taking loss. See, this is one of the huge advantages that you're gonna have over a flipper. Somebody that's coming in getting a hard money loan, that's never got a hard money loan before, that doesn't realize there's points, doesn't realize there's draws to even get the money for rehab, doesn't realize there's contractors that are out here trying to take and steal your money, or there are houses out here that are just not gonna make you money because of the area or the condition or how it was made, okay? And so reasonably, those people who are doing their first fix and flip deal are more than likely to be 60%, like more than likely 60% to lose money on a wholesale deal when you just get it under contract and you're gonna sell that contract to someone else. You get your money up front before anything ever happens. And so this is a great way to learn the market. Now I call this to outperform the competition list. Now, I like to keep track of what deals wholesalers are sending out, how much they're sending them out for, who purchased those properties, how much they got sold for, and then after they get fixed up, how much are they resold for. And as you're able to stay in the business, marketing direct to seller, networking with other people, you'll be able to keep like a collection and data log of this. And after 6 months, you'll have so many addresses that you'll know like, hey, if I'm in this neighborhood, I need to be at this price because somebody purchased at this price. So they sold this property to a buyer at $60,000. If I get it at 50, I'll be able to go back to that buyer and sell it for 60 as well. Well, this buyer sold that property that he purchased for $60,000 for $250. That wholesaler that sold it to him probably could have sold it for a little bit more because that's really low loan to value right there. So I probably can sell it for a little bit more. This data that you'll be able to pick up, right? How you'll be able to learn the market with no risk is unlike any other sector of the business. Most other people will have to take losses to learn these lessons. As a wholesaler, you simply can shred up the contract, move on to your next deal, and move about your way. Number three, you get to see others' mistakes. Now we had this really bad habit in the car dealership of saying that, we wanted to overcharge the buyer. We wanted the buyer to go bankrupt. We used to say all those kinds of things. And in the right sales environment, that's like good to have because you running your wholesaling company, you're trying to watch how much money you're making. You're trying to increase the average deal size that you're making. And so, when you're trying to go from making $5,000 average to $10,000 to $10,000 on average to $20,000 in wholesaling, essentially, you have to get your buyers to pay more. So you have to know which buyers are willing to pay more, how they're able to pay more, and all those kinds of things. But while you're trying to get better at that, you're also able to see people make mistakes. They will overpay you, on one of those wholesale deals and lose money when they go to resale. They will buy a property from you sight unseen that they should have never bought sight unseen because the tenant didn't even have a lease. So now they're having a hard time evicting them, but they got a loan that's only, for 10 months, and so you'll see everyone's mistakes. Now, the important thing is to make note of the mistakes, follow up with them to see how they solve them, or help them try to solve those problems. Now, if you help them try to solve their problems, of course, you're gonna have a better overall business, but more so, you're gonna learn how to solve problems. They're not necessarily yours, so you won't feel the stress and the burden of taking those on, but you will learn. And this is one of the keys about real estate that I love. I was able to watch my best buyers become the best buyers. I was able to watch my worst buyers leave the business because they were the worst buyers. And I just got there to sit there and watch so that way I could learn what the top performers were doing and literally copying and pasting or working directly with their private money guys because I realized they were the best. Okay. This is like the icing on the cake for wholesaling is you don't have to make mistakes. You literally get to watch everybody else because you're sending them the deals. Number 4, you get the relationships. Okay, now don't get me wrong. I like both sides of the I like all three sides of the business, okay, as far as who we're talking to. I love talking to sellers, okay? I don't really like talking to buyers. I love talking to the private money people, okay? But either way, when you're wholesaling, you get to talk to all three. You get to talk to the sellers who are having these issues. You get to talk to the buyers who are millionaires, and you get to talk to the private money guys who are multi-millionaires. You get to talk to everybody. Everybody in your city or your market that you're marketing in is going to get to know you. You're going to get to know them, and you're going to be able to save these people on your phone as a resource. Brilliant. Okay. Let me give it a story. I'm helping my cold caller learn how to use a dialer. So of course, in order for me to teach her, I'm on the dialer recording myself making phone calls. While I'm going down the dialer starts making, calls all at once. We're calling an absentee list. I end up talking to this guy named Ty Denis. Turns out Ty Denis is an absentee owner because he lives in a house, but the house that I was calling him on, he doesn't live at that address, so that makes him absentee. But he wasn't a motivated seller. What he was a private money guy. So I would have never met Mr. Todd if I did not make the cold call myself, right? And find out that he was lending on property, and now he's lending on 4 houses for me that I'm closing in 2 weeks. Or with my cash buyer, he was one of the guys that was telling me how to, set up balloons, how to set up cash flow, why you would use interest only notes, and that some sellers would agree to 0% interest if you could talk them into taking their profits over time. He was really great. Him walking me through 2 deals like that really opened my eyes, of how I could do those deals. And then of course, on the private money side of things, on every HUD that you wholesale, you have the private money's info. If you need to know how to get the private money's info and you've done some wholesale deals, join our community. Go to thisismetakingaction.com/community. Join the weekly coaching calls. I teach you guys every Sunday, how to dominate your market. And that is one thing that we teach and that I love. That's how I got some of my best guys is on that HUD is their private money person. Lastly, you get to profit from real estate with no responsibility. Now, if you fix and flip, you have the responsibility of taxes, insurance, the house, maybe squatters move in, maybe the house gets shots up, maybe, a tree falls on it. If you're renting to someone, they don't pay rent. Next thing you know, doing an eviction, you're in court, you're getting sued. There's so many different responsibilities inside of real estate. So in order to just be able to get a property on a contract and then assign it and make a quick $20,000 bag, you literally just did the deal and that's it. Now you just got your $20,000 bag. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. You don't have all of these additional fees sucking out of your money after you do the deal. It's literally just a deal that you did. You put it up on your wall. You got your check. You deposit it in your account. Now you go out and celebrate. Okay. I love, love, love what wholesaling did for me in my transition into real estate investing. Now, does your real estate investing career stop there? Absolutely not. It starts there and you build on. Next thing you know, you're doing hotel properties, you're doing fix and flip properties, and then you're buying rental property, and then you're developing land, and then you're building new construction, and it goes on and on and on. But this is one of the great foundational steps of starting real estate investing. So if you'd like to learn more about how you can get in real estate with no money, no credit, and do your first deal within the first 30 days, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.